I'm here to show you the good, the bad, the ugly. It's just a railway stop. It's an old railway sidings or something, I think they call it. There's an old railway track just running beside the old van there. It was absolutely howling through here, 40km/h winds, straight down. Driving, the rain was kind of like this. So we just parked in here because it had a good firm surface. We could have gone a bit further and stayed at where we're going now. I think they call it Tall Trees RV Park. It's free, but it would have been crowded. Nobody here last night, so we had it all to ourselves. The only thing is the road's the other side of the railway, so there was a little bit of traffic up until about 10 o'clock last night, and then it all died away. So yeah, just showing you that it's not all roses with beautiful scenery and things. We do have sometimes no scenery, but it's a good place just to park up, and it's not costing you anything, which is cool. So we're only just going to travel up the road to Smithton. It's only a few minutes up the road. Fill up with water, get rid of the you-know-what, maybe grab some groceries, and then we're going to head to that Tall Parks. Just set out the solar panels, heaps of energy coming in hopefully. Well, at the moment it's cloudy like this, and I'm getting about 8 to 10 amps going in. So hopefully it'll be enough to suffice Jude on the old desktop and the Starlink going and keep us going all day. And then tomorrow might head up to Stanley. There's another park up there. I think it's $10 a night. We'll stay there and be able to do the nut. And I think that is a nicer day tomorrow. But yeah, this is it. There's the trucks, there's traffic or whatever it is going past. Just in the distance there. Yeah, it's not far away. Hey, but it's done us good, nice and quiet, apart from that. And we'll catch you later. Good morning from Smithton. Now we haven't been up to much, so this is really just a review of where we've been staying. So this is called Tall Timbers RV spot. It's in Smithton. So it's just really just green grass that you can park on, good solid surface, fairly level, and plenty of space. A lot of people were using this as a base to go a little further afield with their vehicles and things and go and see some of the sites, which are a lot of nature sites and things. This is as far west as we're going to go. Our main call here was to go and have a look at Stanley at the Nut. But you can check in, well, you can park here and then check in for a meal if you wish up there at the resort, which is only just walking distance. You can hear the road nearby, but it quietens down at night and she's fine. But as you see, lots and lots of nice green space. So Tall Timbers RV in Smithton. Not a bad little spot if you're self-contained. You don't need anything else. How good's that? We're on our way. There you go. Oh, flies around. Welcome to Stanley. Got the old sign there, and there it is, the Nut. We'll find out a bit more as we get a bit closer, eh? Let's go and check it out. Made it to Stanley, nearly made it to the Nut, made it to the base of the Nut. Jude, because of her knee injury, she's taking it up the chairlift, believe it or not. So you can get a one way up or one way down, or you can do it both ways. So this chairlift was installed back in 1986, I believe, and it came from a Victoria ski field, I think Mount Borbor, I think she mentioned. So yeah, if you want to do the easy route, take the old chairlift. Me on the other hand, I'm going to go for a walk. There's a couple of ways you can go. I'm going to start with the zigzag. Righty ho, I've only just started and I'm puffing. So it's 450 odd meters up this zigzag track. There's a bit of the old residentials over that side, nice little beach. And I think later on I'll try and get a shot of the Nut from over on the hill there, coming back this way. But there's some beautiful historic buildings in here. Anyway, from now on you won't get any sense out of me because I'll be puffing. I'm going up the track. This gives you an idea. Boom. See you near the top. I might give you a halfway progress report. Oh, just over halfway, I think. Oh, it's a good slog. So yeah, this is the Nut out here. Got your little peninsula drive from over there, and then around in that bay there somewhere is where we were at Smithton. So yeah, certainly a great vantage point. Anyway, still got a bit to go. Whew. Right, just starting to recover some of my breathing. Whew. It's a good slog. Anyway, apart from the flies and half a dozen people, the peace and the serenity up here is beautiful. So yeah, peaceful and quiet, and at the moment very warm. It's actually quite humid and sticky right now, but yeah, the last couple of days was anything but. But great habitat. We're walking to the far end. It's a 2k walk around the top of the nut. Anyway, I'll try and get some more of my breath back. Made it to the backside of the nut. Now, the nut, you say? Well, it was called Circular Head back in 1798, I think. Flinders was coming along, saw this thing. This thing rises 148 odd meters above sea level. It's a volcanic plug that was created some 50 plus million years ago. Anyway, so it was called Circular Head, but around about 1850 it was renamed the Nut, and that's because of the Aboriginal people used to call it Moo Nut Kerr. So I guess the nut was easier to say. Back over behind me is, well, far over that way, Cape Grim. It's known for some of the freshest steer in the world. I'd challenge that because I think New Zealand's pretty fresh as well, but it's got something to do with the roaring 40s that come from the west. And yeah, it's uninhibited by lots of pollution and bits and pieces. It's nice and clean. So yeah, obviously some of the food and produce is well sought after because of that. Certainly nice and fresh out here today. Here is an interesting fact while walking around the nut. There's a snail here. It's called the Stanley pinwheel. It's, it reckons it's only been found here. It's a very small snail that's about 1 millimeter across, and it's one of only a handful of snails in the world whose shell spirals anti-clockwise. Well, what do you know? So an interesting story. They wanted to create a bit more of a wharf or a breakwater here in Stanley, and they thought we're better to get the material from the nut. This was back in 1890 something, 1898. Anyway, they used 2,000 kilos of TNT explosives and dynamite. They drilled into this the nut for a few meters, played all the charges, got the old town around, the town folk and all the fanfare, and when they blew it, that was it. So it just goes to show, this is a hard nut to crack. Oh, I couldn't let that one go past. You turn those dark days into shimmering gold. I got a true north, always guiding me home. You're in my heart and soul. My heart and soul. Make sure when you come into Stanley, visiting the nut, come on up the hill and get a photo at the giant picture frame as a parting farewell to what an amazing little site. This is, what is it, Tasmanian's answer to the Uluru. It's a good rock. A nice little tribute here to Lieutenant Arthur Long. He successfully completed the first ever flight across the Bass Strait on Tuesday the 16th of December 1919. He departed Stanley, Tasmania, and he landed at Torquay, then on to Fisherman's Bend in Melbourne, Victoria. After the flight, I do not for a moment consider that a daily air service is possible between Hobart and Melbourne. Well, there's another nice vantage point just across from where the picture frame is. There you can get to take that all in. So we've got our nut out over here. We've got ex-convict detention centre over here. Some amazing bit of history in some of the buildings over there. They're beautiful. And then further out, look at that farmland. Isn't it awesome? It's very, very nice. Obviously getting that nice fresh air. And then further across there, we're heading over towards Cape Grim. And then this obviously being that peninsular area of Stanley, back down to the Bass Strait Highway. And we'll be spending night about halfway around the bay here somewhere. Nothing too flash. And then we'll go on to, I think it's Kui, something like that. But yeah, a parting bye-bye to Stanley. Love it. So he called it Circular Head. I'm knocked around for bloody breathing after that climb. So, nearing Mount, well, no.
Hard yakka, isn't it?
I don't think my calves have ever been so stretched before. So, a bad son. I think Flinders saw it. It raises. And around about 1850, damn it. But around about, where am I? Grim especially, has the recollection of being, or the, no, what's the word for it? Damn it, can't get it right. And I can't do it. Yes. Well, as a parting farewell to Stanley and the nut, make sure you come up to the hill and get a photo of you in the picture frame there. Can't quite get it even there. Where are you? There we go. Got Jude in it.